What are you waiting for? You don't ask permission for your dreams. I was at an event this week. The room was buzzing, packed with hundreds of people. On stage was the legendary founder of Priceline and Booking.com, Jeff Hoffman, sharing stories from a lifetime of building a billion-dollar company. I was just another face in the crowd, listening intently when Melitsa Waage, the host, turned to the audience and said, "Who has an app idea? You can pitch it to them right now." Initially, a few people jumped on stage. I hesitated. My heart was pounding, but I convinced myself I wasn't ready. The opportunity passed. Melitsa then continued the interview. But a moment later, she looked out at the audience again. It was a second chance, a rare gift. She turned to the crowd with intensity as people inched towards the stage for a shot at pitching to a legend and said, "What are you waiting for? You don't ask permission for your dreams." In that single moment, something in me just snapped. I didn't think, I ran. I sprinted to the stage, grabbed the microphone, and I stood there, terrified, with the lights in my eyes and a few hundred people watching, and with the legend himself sitting right in front of me. I didn't pitch a product or a business model. I told a story. I told them about my mom. 18 years ago, she disappeared, and my family has been living with a hole in our hearts ever since. I mentioned how I wanted to try and solve the case myself, but the police wouldn't release the files. The years passed, and with them, the idea for CrimeOwl grew. It wasn't just about building an app. It was about creating an AI tool to solve crime faster and change how investigations are handled. My mission was twofold: to help other families facing the same pain, but also to build enough of a movement to pressure the police into releasing my mom's files so I could finally solve the case myself. In a way, my life had become a living example of a Netflix true crime documentary. That moment, that single terrifying leap of faith, is what led to the most powerful lessons I've ever received on how to build a business. The first thing I learned is to start with your own problem. Jeff told a story about a problem he faced directly. As a 20-year-old kid, at the airport, he saw people constantly miss their flights because they were stuck in line. It was a common, frustrating experience. He created Priceline and Booking to solve that painful problem. He didn't build a massive company, he fixed something broken in the world. My journey was exactly the same. I didn't set out to build a business, I set out to solve a deeply personal problem. The most powerful ideas don't come from a spreadsheet, they come from a genuine need, a problem you understand better than anyone else because you've lived it. The second thing he told me is the power of a testimonial. Jeff told me that the most powerful thing I could have was real testimonials from actual customers. In a world full of hype and AI-generated content, a testimonial is more than just a story. It's a powerful signal to potential clients that your product works. The most powerful testimonials are not from a stage, but from the customers who use your product every day. We've had a private investigator association invite us to speak at event and demo CrimeOwl forum. This is the kind of real-world validation that gets us more customers. It shows that our product has a purpose far greater than just making a profit. It's a human story that inspires trust and converts customers in a way no marketing copy could. The third thing he told me is to go where your customers are. He said that the real magic doesn't happen online or in a boardroom. It happens when you get out from behind your computer and talk to the people you're trying to help. Go to industry events, talk to your customers, and listen to their feedback. That's how you get the insights to make improvements they genuinely need. It's a messy human process that can't be automated. AI can handle the scale and the data, but human connection is what fuels a product in the beginning. It's the most powerful form of market research in the world. And the biggest lesson I learned from this entire event came after I pitched. Melitsa looked me dead into the eyes and asked me what I need help with. I meekly said, I need funding. She looked at me and said, with a force that was unforgettable, don't tell me, tell the crowd. And so I did. I stood there on the stage, I took a deep breath, and I told the crowd what I needed. Because I spoke up, several investors approached me afterward, and I got invited to a pitch competition. A closed mouth does not get fed. We are still in the early days, but we are gaining real traction. We've completed a demo with a major cold case unit and a PI association. We have several paying customers. We're proving that a personal problem, when addressed with the right technology and a whole lot of courage, can be turned into a solution that helps a lot of people. It's not just about building an app. It's about solving problems that make the world a better place.